to ask, Counsel, have you seen the final rule?
No, I have not seen the final rule.
Okay, thank you. Has any member of this panel seen the final rule? Do we know what changes have been made from the proposed rule? Has anybody seen the final rule? Raise your hand if you have. Okay, no one has seen the final rule. The agencies have said that they heard loud and clear that they muddled up the initial rule. They have clarified it. They say that they are going to make clear the exemptions for farming and other activities. They're going to give relief to farmers like the one that I pointed to from the photograph who was made much of in the hearing. So again, I'm puzzled as why we're here today, because in a couple of weeks we're going to actually see what it is that we don't want to see unless we're successful, and then we won't see what we don't want to see, and we won't know what it was and what we didn't want to see. Kind of bizarre, really. And I mean, I think someone does have a sense of humor, maybe knows that what I'm saying is true, because this is called the RIP Act, R-I-P. You know, and I can say it's going to be DOA if it ever gets to the White House. So we are going to see the rule one way or another. So I don't know why we're wasting time here today on this. And again, want to remind members that we have a law on the books, the CRA, adopted in the Gingrich era. And under that, if we vote a resolution of disapproval, and the Senate must and cannot filibuster a resolution of disapproval, and would act on it, here's what the impact is. It says, if we pass a resolution of disapproval, the rule shall be treated as though such a rule had never taken effect, and the agencies cannot reissue the same rule. So what we're pretending to do today, you actually really have authority to do in a much more clear way under an already existing law, a resolution of disapproval. If you, when we see this final rule, you feel that it still has all the problems of the proposed rule, then you're free, you know, the House is free to act and to kill it. So again, I'm just really puzzled. I really want to see what they put in this rule. I want to see if they fix some of the problems. Because the criticism by the Farm Bureau, the home builders, you know, over to, you know, environmental groups of the Bush rule is absolutely universal. And the Supreme Court 414 decision, people say, we don't know what the heck is going on out there. We can't get clarity from the agencies. In different parts of the country, they're interpreting it in different ways because these Bush rules are so screwed up. We are binding ourselves to those rules should this become law. Why do we want to be tied to something that's already failed? Let's see if they succeeded in making it better, and if they didn't, then you can bring up and vote on a resolution of disapproval.
Thank the gentleman. I'm a little bit puzzled for coming from the gentleman from Oregon